Yes. Is your name first name Juliet?
That's my first name.
All right. Were you in the chat room?
I was in the chat room.
Did you super chat something?
I did.
Okay, and what did you super chat?
I super chatted a lot of different things
Yeah.
because Kevin, darker skinned Black women are not giving the same treatment like
Oh,
lighter skinned women.
okay,
And
man. Hold on. Before you go and give your speech, how long you been watching my channel?
I've been watching your channel for about a month and a half now.
All right. Tell me, name me the broadcast where I make the differentiation between dark skin and light skin.
You didn't make any
All right.
differentiation,
Okay.
but
No. You hold on, ma'am. Hold on, ma'am. I need you to understand where you are, ma'am. Be polite to me. I'll be polite to you. Okay.
okay. Sorry, Kevin.
No problem. Where are you from, by the way?
I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington. And how old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay. A lot of successful black men in Seattle. One of the most successful cities to find high value black men. Do you have one?
I don't. And that's because all of the brothers here in Seattle are dating either white
All
women,
of them, huh?
Latinas, or lighter
Man. Hold on, ma'am.
women.
Hold on, ma'am. Julia, you can't say all of them because I have frat brothers and guys I know in Seattle who are dating black women. So that's not true. So let's stop with the hyperbole. Let's stop with the hyperbole and have a conversation. You want to do that?
Yes, sir.
Did you go to college?
I did.
Okay. What'd you graduate in?
I graduated with a PhD in computer science.
PhD in computer science. When was your last long term relationship?
It ended 6 months ago.
How long was it?
Uh, it ended 6 months ago, and it was only for an 8 months relationship.
Only for 8 months. So what about the? Have you had one longer than that?
I have. I dated another guy for 3 years.
Okay. Was that during your undergrad or was it during your master's?
It was during my undergrad.
Okay. And is a black man?
Mom was white, dad was black.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Oh, say again.
His mom was white, the dad was black. So
So,
he was biracial.
so that would make him light skinned.
Yes, that was. But the recent
Oh
guy
no! I
I
just want to
dated
be
was
clear. I
dark
just want to
skin.
be clear.
Correct.
And you're a dark skinned woman.
Yes.
Okay. And why didn't you and this guy tie the knot?
The reason is because I found something was terribly wrong. I suspect he was cheating. I caught him messaging his ex. I asked him about it, and he denied. But
Okay.
the text messages were obvious.
Do you have so you suspected him of being this not faithful?
So Kevin, sorry, I need to clarify. I used the wrong language. He was engaging in inappropriate conversations with his ex.
Inappropriate comment, but you had a direct relationship with this man for 3 years. And when did he
Oh
start?
no, no,
Hold
no,
on.
not the one for 3 years. The one that was recent. The one that
Okay, but
ended.
I'm asking about the guy for 3 years, the light
Well,
skinned
that
guy. Why didn't you guys get married?
we didn't get married because he started having a drinking issue.
When?
I'm in the last year of the relationship.
Okay,
He
but you
got
were
in.
together for 2 years before he started having a drinking issue.
Yes, that's right.
Why didn't you get married inside the 2 years?
Well, I was in school. He too was
You
doing a
know, the
stressful
funny thing
job.
about college is there's no reason you can't get married in college. It happens all the time. I saw lots of weddings in college. I went to school too. I don't think one thing, they're not mutually exclusive, at least not in Oklahoma. Are they mutually
That's,
exclusive in Washington?
it is not, but I
Oh,
know for
okay.
a fact if I was lighter
Okay.
skinned or I was white, maybe I would have
Hold on,
ready.
ma'am. I don't know. You were with somebody for 3 years
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to tell me about skin tone?
Yeah, yes, I am.
Why?
Because it's a larger phenomenon that we're dealing with in society.
No. Let's
Darker
talk
skin
about what
black,
you, no, ma'am.
dark
No, Julia, I
skin.
want to talk about you. I want to talk about you. because you were in my chat room and I like to talk about to you. See, phenomenon in society, we could talk about scientific phenomenon, we could talk about organic chemistry, we can talk about a lot of things, but that's not very important. Let's talk about you. You were with the guy for 3 years, and you say in the last year he had a drinking problem. Did he actually go get help?
I honestly don't know. I cut off the relationship, and
All
since then,
right. So when you say a drinking problem, was he drinking daily?
yes, that is correct. And
What?
he was, I think, smoking as well.
How? What do you mean? Think this was your
Well,
boyfriend?
he was smoking and he was drinking.
But I mean, was he doing work hours
It
or in
was
the
after
evening?
evenings.
All right. So he was not an alcohol. Okay.
It was, well, no, no,
Oh
no.
no,
It
no,
was
no. Remember now, I used to be an alcohol and drug counselor, so you need to be very careful with who you're talking to. These things mean things. See, I understand how women like to play these things. I want to just understand. This man was with you for 3 years. And you telling me about the last year when it went off the rails. Tell me about the first 2 years. Why didn't you guys formalize it during the first? Why not after 6 months? Why not after a year? Why didn't you formalize it?
Well, during the relationship, even very early on, he was talking a lot about engagement rings. But I'm African. He comes from an American culture. In
Okay,
my
hold on,
culture,
ma'am. Hold on, ma'am. Were you guys romantic or intimate?
yes, we were.
Don't give me this African shit. You were fucking him.
Eh?
Yes. Don't give me this bullshit about being from Africa. The man talked about getting married to you. See, what you came in here trying to give me is all these reasons why women like you can't get relationships, and you've already proven you've had one too. And
That's,
you, hold on, ma'am, and you had a relationship with somebody who was light skinned.
that is
But if it were
correct.
the other way
But
around, but see, black men aren't supposed to have a relationship with dark skinned women. I find it funny that women like you, the colorist people, tend to have light skinned boyfriends. But I don't really matter.
Kevin,
That's no, no, don't. You don't need to keep saying my name, ma'am. I know it very well. 2 years into the relationship, he wanted to formalize it, but you're from Africa. Go.
well, I started to see some things with his character, and then what do you know?
Did he
Sooner or
continue to
later,
insert
he
his penis in you after this, though?
I'm sorry, excuse me, Kevin. What was that?
Did you guys continue to be intimate after that?
After I found out the drinking and the smoking,
No, no,
no,
no.
I
The
cut
two,
it
no.
off.
See, no, ma'am. You said in 2 years you started to notice things, but you were still together another year, so there was sex happening in that other year.
Correct. And then
Okay, so
and
the
I,
things you were noticing didn't keep you from having interaction with him. Because we're both intelligent people, right?
well, when you
We're
love
both intelligent
somebody,
people. Well, we're both intelligent people. So every time you had sex, you risked pregnancy. And being from
that's
Africa,
correct.
you wouldn't abort, right?
Well, I was young and dumb.
No,
I
no, no,
didn't
no,
use
no, 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 no. I will not give you that PhD. You cannot come in here and fall on this. I was young and dumb. No, no. You're a brilliant doctor from Africa. I'm going to hold you to that. If you would have got pregnant, would you have aborted?
Yes, I would have.
Really? So what does being from Africa mean?
It means that our cultures are so different, and there's a way you don't just let your parents meet some random boyfriend. Things have to
But you
be
fuck
very
him?
formalized.
But you have
I
sex
did.
with some random. He wasn't random,
Yes.
ma'am. You were with him for 3 years.
Correct. But he didn't purchase a ring that I could show my parents that he purchased. So
You
that's why
said
I
you.
couldn't do
He
that.
brought up the subject of marriage, and did he? Okay. Did he bring up the subject of marriage?
He did, yes.
And were you open to the subject of marriage?
I was open in the beginning, and then after I said, I'm
But in the
not going to
beginning, when is the beginning in the 2 years? But then when you stop being open, when?
once it started to get towards that 3 year mark, and I started noticing the things are just not making sense. I was getting really, really disturbed. So I just cut things off. And I knew I wasn't going to marry him at all, no matter what, because the drinking, the smoking is not something I can deal with.
The drinking and smoking. Now he was drinking and smoking in the evenings, right?
That is, yes, that's right.
Like lots of people in this country. White men do that
His
all.
was excessive.
Hold on. Excessive. What do you mean? How many drinks? How many drinks on an evening?
I mean, he was going through several bottles of hard liquor to the point where
How
I think
many
he was on
drinks in an evening?
mm, maybe at least seven glasses.
7 glasses of what?
Maybe whiskey or gin, something
Ma'am, if this
hard
man was
liquor.
going through 7 glasses of, I used to be a bartender too, ma'am. Know who you're talking to. If he was going through 7 glasses of, he would have been, he would not have been able to function at work or school the next day.
Yeah, look, Kevin, he's a big guy.
Well,
He's almost
Juliet, I know what
250
I'm talking
pounds.
about. You're talking about a.
Kevin,
Don't talk over
I'm
me, lady.
sorry.
I'm tell you right now. Don't. See. You came in here talking about light skin and dark, I mean, colorism. But see, guys, you need to unmute yourself. I don't like when you do that Kevin thing. See,
I'm sorry.
so here's what you
I'm
need to understand. We've already realized that you had a long-term relationship, and of course, like most women in a long-term relationship, when it doesn't turn out, the man always has to be at fault. Granted. Then the next guy you saw for 8 months, what was wrong with him?
it was I think I mentioned the text message. He was dating or he was trying to rekindle something with the ex.
Were you
So after
guys
that, cut it
monogamous?
off. We were.
You were monogamous. Where's his ex located?
Is in Seattle too with us.
Okay, so she's in Seattle.
Hmm.
Was he and you caught him texting her?
Yes,
And
she
what did
was
the text
sending
message?
naked pictures.
Okay, she sent him naked pictures. Did he send her anything?
He replied back saying, "Do you want to meet up?" Essentially to that. But
So
you
so
know,
let's get it right. So let me get this. Let's just accept everything you said. How has your dark skin prohibited you from having relationships?
it has reduced my options. Kevin, I understand your platform.
Did y'all hear this shit? It has reduced her options. You need to unmute yourself, ma'am. It
Yes.
has reduced your options.
However,
You had a 3 year relationship and an 8 month relationship. And you're how old again?
yes, and it's reduced.
You're how old again?
I'm 28.
28 years old. But since you're from Africa and your people are from Africa, um, do your parents, what do they say about you in your relationships? How is your father helping you navigate this?
You know, my dad actually passed last year. But
Sorry to hear
before,
that, but prior to his death, how was he helping you?
he would try to talk to different men in the community, talk because there's a lot of successful
Okay.
guys in the
So
community.
he's in Seattle too. He was.
He was, yes,
Okay,
he
so he would
was,
talk to guys in the community about his lovely daughter.
yes.
And did any of the men in the community want to deal with you?
Many of them would try reaching out, but it was during the time that I was defending my dissertation and I was doing a lot of work on my PhD, finishing it out. So some of the communication just died out with
Yeah,
some of
yeah.
these
Uh-huh.
guys.
But see, you had an entire bachelor's and master's. What about that time?
That time, that's why I'm trying to. I know, Kevin, what you're thinking. Dark skinned women do not have the
I don't want
same.
to hear this bullshit. Don't come at me with this. We're talking about you. You want to get that shit off? You're gonna have to explain it. I'm hearing a woman who has all kind of options. I'm
No,
hearing a
I
woman.
dark
Listen,
skinned
listen,
women do not
listen. You're not gonna talk
eventually.
over me. You're not gonna talk over me. I don't know who the fuck you think this is. You had a 3 year relationship and an 8 year relationship. You had a father who was trying to help you. But the funny thing is, the only common denominator in all your failures is you. I do have a question for you though.
Yes, Kevin.
Maybe you're just not worth a damn.
It could be. It could
Yeah, I'm
be.
gonna tell you right now. You
For
don't
all
sound.
the
You
dark
don't
skinned
sound very. I'm
men,
gonna tell you right now, ma'am. You
we
don't sound.
don't we
You
don't
don't.
date. We don't have a lot of
You don't sound close to being anything being pleasurable. You sound like a whole. You sound like a whole pain in the butt. Your father couldn't even pawn you off on somebody, but you got to make it be about something. So it has to be your dark skin, but it didn't keep you from having sex.
Kevin, I want to say I'm sorry for talking over you. I respect you and I respect your channel. All I wanted to say, and I know that I have had two relationships, but I'm saying
Is
when
that
you
all
look
you've
at
had
my
is two?
lighter
Is that
skin,
all you've had is
non,
two?
yes, only two relationships, and I'm
Okay.
28, and that's fine.
Okay. So how about this? Your 3 year relationship was how old were you when it started?
I was, how old was I? 22, I think so, 22, 20,
And how long you
24.
been in this country?
I actually been in this country since I was 7.
7. So you graduated high school here. So you went to college and didn't have. So from 18 to 22, where was your boyfriend in college?
That's the thing, you know, with my culture is very books. You focus on books, you read, read, read.
I went to
But
school with a lot of. Excuse me, ma'am. I went to school with a lot of Africans.
I tried dating, Kevin. I tried is not a lot of success. I'm darker skin and I'm
So
sorry.
no,
I
ma'am.
know
No,
darker
see
skin
how.
women
Okay,
don't
let me ask you, Juliet. How about this? You believe it's darker skin.
yes.
Maybe, just maybe, you are not an easy person to deal with.
But even the
No,
ones
no,
that are
ma'am. No,
easy
ma'am.
to deal
Listen,
with, they don't
listen,
get similar too.
listen, listen. Okay, here's what you do. Cam up. Cam up. Saying as though you're such a dark skinned person, and so dark skinned women don't. I'm sorry, that just don't fly. You had a 3 year relationship, an 8 month relationship, but here's the thing: you're a smart woman, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And
But
what
the
was the
thing,
diagnosis about your interpersonal relationship issues?
well, a lot of it from the therapist I've been seeing, she thinks that I take on a defeatist mindset.
Hold on. Let me stop right there. Let me stop you right there. You're seeing a woman. Is this a black woman?
She is some sort of Jewish woman, and I'm going to see if I can put the accent.
Oh, okay. So the colorist woman had a light skinned boyfriend, and you're going to see a white woman Jewish therapist. That makes sense.
Well, it's during a pandemic when I found this lady. I'm actually trying to switch to an African or a black therapist, but she thinks I take
Well,
on a
how about this? I'm telling you,
mindset.
how you want to know what I think? I think you found a convenient scapegoat for
It's
your.
not convenient.
Listen,
It's
I need you
listen. We did a
listen.
video of 50
Okay, I'm
Cent.
not going to do this again. You can pay me. Here's the thing. I will tell you this: listening, talking to you is taxing because you truly are trying to pawn this colorism thing off, and I won't accept it. I'm listening to the details of your own life, and has nothing to do with your skin color. It has more to do with your
Does.
personality.
Mhm. But
Yeah,
Kevin,
no,
didn't
there's
you
no.
say that
It has
men?
everything to do with your personality, and that's one. So many of you. That's why a lot of people call you colorism crybabies. You've had opportunities, ma'am. You just what? Oh, this guy started smoking and drinking. Or maybe you fucking drove him to smoking and drinking. When this guy started texting his girlfriend, maybe you were just such a pain in the ass. He had to go get some relief somewhere. Maybe you're just not easy to be with, man.
Kevin, can I ask you one question, please? Didn't you say in your videos, and this is something you talk about a lot in your channel, looks, men don't care about your education. They don't give a damn about my PhD, my career. They don't care. It's looks first. But if we know that statistically speaking,
Yeah, looks. And looks has nothing to do with your race off rip. That's what you want to believe. When you want to start talking about skin tone, it has much more of a correlation with skin tone and hair preference, but not just skin tone alone. See, your argument doesn't hold up to the science. Your argument does not hold up to the science, nor does it hold up to your lived reality. And I would tell you this, ma'am. I would tell you one, you're a PhD. Do you want to be married with children?
of course I do.
Okay. And do you want to work or would you like to be a stay at home wife?
I would like to do some consulting.
Do you
Have
want
my
to
own.
work or do you want to be a stay at home wife?
I want to work.
Okay. Do you
But
want to so where are the children going to be?
the children, I think, in the formative years, will I will be the primary care because I plan to consult. Even now, I'm building out my own consulting business. I plan to consult.
Primary years meaning what age?
Maybe newborn to maybe 3 or 4 years, I will be with the
And how many
kids.
children do you want?
Just two.
Just two. All right. So during the formative years, so 5 years, at least 5 years out of work, do you plan on putting your kids in public school or private school?
Private school.
Private school. Okay. All right. Good. And how much is it? How much is your husband going to need to make to have you off for 5 years, being the primary during the formative years? How much is your husband going to need to? How much money is your husband going to need to make to sustain your standard of life?
Maybe at least three something, but I will be working myself. But I will
At
be
least
looking
300. What percentage of men make $300,000+ in this country?
It's a small amount, but I will be
No,
making
answer the question. I don't ask you about your money. I said, what percentage of men?
Maybe 5%.
No, one out of 100. And that's not even adjusted for race. Let me ask you, a man that's 1 out of 100, why would he want you?
That's what I'm telling you, Kevin. Darker skinned women.
It has nothing to do with darker skin, man. It has nothing to no. It has nothing to do with darker skin. It has nothing to do with darker. It has nothing to do with darker skin. Anyway, I'm done talking. You colorism crybabies. Here's, let me just give it to you right. Let me go ahead and unmute you. Unmute yourself. Here's your problem, lady. You're not hot as you think you are, and you can't compete. You can't compete for the kind of man you want. You cannot compete for the man you want. Because here's the thing. It's not because you're darker skin, it's because you're not good enough.
No, because
it's not because you're darker skin, it's because you're not. Then cam up, lady. Cam up. Get on the camera. Get on the camera.
If you
get on the camera. Get on the camera. Get on the camera. Give me your IG. Give me your
That's why I can't.
Give me your IG. Put your. I don't want to hear this shit. Give me your IG. Give me your LinkedIn.
I don't have an IG.
Give me your LinkedIn. Give me your LinkedIn professional. Give me your LinkedIn professional. You're a whole batch to talk to. Who would want to deal with this? I mean, listen to this. Dark skin. It ain't dark skin. You got a dark soul. Dark heart. Dark attitude. And you had a light-skinned boyfriend. You have made me $1,000, and I'm gonna go trick it off on light-skinned strippers.
Yes, like most black men.
Yeah, bitch, you had a light-skinned boyfriend, fool. You had a light-skinned boyfriend. You had a light-skinned boyfriend, colorist. You had a light-skinned boyfriend, you colorist. You had a light-skinned boyfriend, you colorist. So he could have gave you some light-skinned babies. You out of your fucking mind with that shit. Go ahead. So you gonna have your light-skinned babies with him?
Kevin,
self-hate? You gonna breed yourself out because you African?
Kevin, I respect your.
No, you don't respect my show. You talking this bullshit. We're off the chain, off the rails now. No, you came in here. You're working with a white woman. You were dealing with a half-white man, and you come in here talking about colorism. Do y'all not hear this bullshit? Do y'all not hear this bullshit? And your name is Juliet. Juliet, what black woman is named Juliet from Africa? Motherfucking looking for Romeo. Where's Romeo? It's a Waldo.
Sorry, Kevin,
yeah, I know it's sorry because here's the thing: you're used to guys like myself backing down from this bullshit argument and not having the intellectual or emotional capacity to deal with it. Oh, I got 2 barrels loaded and I got plenty of ammunition left. You ain't gonna pull that shit over here with me. You can't mentally, intellectually dominate me like you used to do in a lot of these other guys using your big Seattle words. That shit don't work over here. You have met your match with that bullshit over here.
Kevin.
Don't say my name. Don't say if you say my name again.
I love your show. I'm a big fan of your show.
I don't need to be a big fan of my show.
I love what you do and I love your show.
I don't need to be a big fan of my show and don't get to be patronistic. Don't start patronizing. The fact of the matter is, ma'am, your argument is weak. It doesn't make sense. And it's the same stuff that so many women like you who are non-competitive, you like to blame everything else on instead of becoming competitive. You're not competitive.
Kevin, unfortunately,
Compete.
I understand we just
Compete.
agree to
Compete. No,
disagree.
there's no agree to
No, I am
disagree. There's no
competing.
agree
I'm
to
in
disagree
shape.
because I don't. So
I
here's the
look
thing.
good. I'm in
Here's the
shape.
thing. There's no agree to disagree. I have a problem getting any woman I want. You're the one that can't get a man. There's no agree to disagree. The disagreement's on your ring finger. So that's the problem. Maybe what you can qualify for ain't what you want. Maybe you're not fine enough. Every man you done talked about had problems. But I'll go ahead and give you the last word. Go ahead.
All I have to say is darker skinned women, we face a very uphill battle.
Fuck off my channel.
Hey guys, please welcome back to the Spotlight News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And for those who always comment, may God bless you. And to those who always go through difficult situations, may God see you through, and may you go through everything if God will. In God's will. First of all, before we proceed, let's give respect to fallen legend Papa Kevin Samuels for his good work he has done for the Black society and for educating and improving. May his name stay forever and may his legacy stay forever, because he has more amazing work, more work that will teach you many things, work that will teach you how to navigate yourself around men and women, work that will teach you how to bring out yourself as a woman, how to stay strong as a man, how to live as a single dad or as a single mom. That will help you be you, and you will have it all. So today this is just, okay, if we comment about this is just a reality talk or a reality thing or previous advice that Mr. Kevins gave to this lady, because a lot of ladies, let's leave this thing of thinking what you think it's always going to be in the future. There is a time you're going to reach when your man has no money, your man can't afford all what you're saying, but you have to stay as a lady. This is what Kevin was trying to tell this lady, was trying to show this lady. And this lady, all she wanted is a high value man, because a lot of them come in with that, you know what, I want a high value man who is going to do this, who's going to treat me like a princess, who's going to do a princess treatment. My dear, it's going to stop in your father's house. But in here on the ground, it's something different, because a man is going to come and marry you thinking that you have to respect them, you have to do for them all your house, all the duties of a lady at home and making a family. Because you can't say yes, you want to get married and like you don't want to have kids or you don't want to do this, but for a man that is what they want, because that is what is going to help you bond with your man or stay with your man. Men love women, they can sit on the table and be like, can we do this together? Can we work on this? Can this and this work for us? But if you running away from the reality, and I don't know why most of the ladies that call in always speak lies, instead of saying I made a mistake here and there, they will be running away from the reality because they think they made it all. And at the same point, most ladies, let me tell you this, guys, a lie is followed by a lie. If you lie about one thing, you have to lie forever, of which lies don't last forever. You cannot hide a lie forever, though you can hide the truth forever, if that's what you want. So try to be open and speak loudly. This man was very intelligent because he could read through the box. However much a lot of ladies could come and lie about their whereabouts or whatsoever, he could get to know that this person is lying. That is wisdom, because not everyone can detect. Not everyone you're going to lie can detect that you are lying, you are not speaking the truth, you are lying, you are living in denial. At the same time, you're trying to live in a denial and you want help. So how do you expect someone to help you out, yet you're trying to run away from the reality, or you're trying to run away from what you really want to know, and you become so argumentative more than the person who you called in for advice. So this is for this case, you have to be calm and listen, then you will learn. A good listener learns better than a better argumenter who can't learn. You'll be living just to prove your point. Okay, bye-bye. That brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And may God bless you. Stay tuned.